Hey guys, Mr. Place here coming to you with another demo, this time on basic green screening. So what you want to do is you want to head on over to the handout folder and you want to go into two videos and you want to copy the file folder called green screen project. We want to copy that, and then what we want to do is we want to put it in our master folder, into video, right click, paste. There we go. So inside that folder what we have is, crank this up to see what they are, show you. There we go. We've got two files. One is a JPEG of the background of an office that I borrowed from the internet, and here is also a video. It's an MP4, a businesswoman, and this is the foreground. So green screening, basically what we're going to do is we're going to place this foreground on top of this background, this image, using Premiere Pro, and what we're going to do is then key out. So we're going to key out the green that appears here. So this will be basically, like we've learned, like a transparent PNG. Everything that's green will disappear, including here. So how easy is this? Well, let's go into Premiere Pro, and we'll go File, New Project. And what we want to do is we want to set this up properly. So we're going to use normal naming conventions. Your first name, VP 20S S1 2021 basic green screen. Basic green screen. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to browse to our working directory, which is on our desktop. Let me just change this to icons to make it look a little better. Our master folder, and we're going to go into our two video, and we're going to select green screen project 1. So we choose. Look at that. Okay, so there we go. We've got everything set up. So the image that we're going to bring in is 1920 by 1080, so there's no issues there. Let's bring both of them in. We'll import these two. Remember that they both have focus, so if I click and drag, they're both going to appear on the timeline. A couple ways you can do it. You can just click and drag here, or some people, they will right click and they will add it to their sequence. So make a new sequence from the clip. Some people do that. If not, just click and drag it over there. Again, we can make this a little more aesthetically pleasing by visually showing what's on the timeline right here. So 1920 by 1080, look at that, fits right to the pixel. And what we just want to do now is we want to bring this MP4 on top. Okay, and just remember there is sound here that's coming in, so we'll just crank that down right there. So right now we can see that we've got a businesswoman that wants to be in this office but isn't, because right now there's green that we have to key out. Okay, so usually we're in editing mode, which is right here. It looks like this. We start in editing mode, and let me just bring this up so you can see the top here. What we're going to do is we're going to apply an effect to it. So whenever we use an effect, we of course go to the mode of effects. Oops, let me crank this up one more time here. Sorry about that. And we want to go over to video effects right here. And what I used the word before, it's called chroma keying or keying. So we're going to key out everything that's green. How do we do that? We're going to drop this menu down, and we're going to use something called Ultra Key. So there's a few here, a few choices. We're going to use Ultra Key. All we're going to do is we're going to click and drag it onto this layer right here, the MP4 on top. Okay. So when we do that, we select the MP4. So make sure it's selected. And if you look up here, there's something that you have called effect controls. So if you don't see them, you might have to go through them and go, hey, where's the effect controls? There they are right here. Remember, you have to be selected. When you scroll down, you're going to see that there's an Ultra Key. This is the one we dropped in here. Okay, so it's very simple. All we're going to do is we're going to use this eyedropper to select the color that we want to key out. So we click on it, and it's as easy as clicking. Excellent. So we already know that we can resize things by double clicking on it. You know, we've got these resizing handles here. Okay, so here's what our project looks like so far. Okay, so I mean, you can see that the end of the JPEG stops here, so you might have to increase that. We're going to make this 6 seconds long, so we can use our razor tool if we want. Cut it at 6 seconds. Or you can trim it however you want. But there's our project right there. So all I want you to do is I want you to hit an input, output, plus maybe about 3 or 4 seconds. Actually, sorry, 1 second. So it's at 7 seconds. We're going to hit output. We're going to file save. So that'll save all our information. And now we want to export file. Export media. H.264. We are going to change the output name. So this is important. We have to click on output name. We have to go to our desktop, your master folder. We have to go into green screen, project 1. What do we save it as? Well, you know what we're going to save it as. We're going to save it as normal naming conventions. Green screen project 1. All right, let's save that. And now what we're going to do is we are going to export as an MP4. H.264 is the codec. MP4 is the container. So excellent. So now all we do is we go to the master folder. We find our 2 files. They're hiding somewhere. Let's right click and go clean up by name. Oh, there they are right here. So this is the 2 project files. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy them. And I'm going to paste them into the hand-in folder. Okay, for an easy 5 marks. Excellent, guys. Mr. Place out.